Hi everyone, welcome to Straight from the Divine Tarot. We're Saturday, March 29th, 2025. It's almost the end of March. I can't believe that. I mean, it just feels like yesterday was Christmas. I don't know what the time is going. I don't know if it's just me and me getting older. I don't know. Let me know if you feel like it's just going by quickly too. Anyhow, thank you for being here. I'm truly grateful. I hope you're having a great weekend. Let's do another read, see what we can get out of these cards today. I don't know. It's just weird. You know you can switch the genders of the roles, right? As you need to throughout the reads. Just remember, not every read's going to be for you. Not every read's a personal reading. Use your higher wisdom and discernment. I still feel that people aren't, they're not remembering that and taking on these situations or scenarios as if it's each and every one of them is their story. And it might just be, I'm just saying, not every story is yours, though, you know what I mean? It's virtually impossible. So please, please, please don't take on other people's strife and problems, okay? We have enough of our own. Thank you for being here. I'm truly grateful. Let's see what Spirit wants to talk about. I love you guys so much. Spirit guides, guardian angels, ancestors, the white light. What's the message for the collective at this hour? Almost. Okay, what's a photograph? Photos, memories, souvenir, card. That's the overarching energy. You might have been looking at some old photos recently. Finances. Bottom of the deck. Underlying energy. Money problems. Work. Success. Fortune. You or somebody else is having financial difficulties. Maybe you're remembering an easier time. Maybe somebody wants to come back into your world or you theirs. Something to do with photos and memories. Something to do with a card, maybe. Maybe you found somebody's card that can help you. Somebody's mirroring you. Reflection. You could be a mirror to somebody. Reference, distinguish, appearance. So somebody was trying to be you. They're looking at your photos, trying to impersonate you possibly. Or they're trying to mirror you somehow. Could be doing mirror magic. Talent, born with features and personality. So they're taking on your personality. Sunset, or they're looking for somebody with your personality. They can't find it. Lost loved one, memories, elder, nightfall. So somebody's going down memory lane. Could be somebody that, could be a female you're missing. Put a lot of makeup on. They looked really nice. They were beautiful. Don't have to be a lot of selfies maybe. Somebody's grieving. I felt it. Somebody's using their intuition as well. Here, sixth sense, intuition, subconscious. Something about a basement here. Storage, imprisonment, damp. So you got stuff in storage. Maybe you're looking at these photos in storage. You're digging them up. There's change here. Maybe you're changing residence. Transformation, newborn, and evolution. We're here to evolve. We should be elevating. Maybe you're going towards a new life. If you did lose somebody you love, and we all do, it's life, right? It's a big transition. It's a big change. Maybe you're going through their things in the basement. I don't know. Somebody's in their shadow. The other side, coexist, and reverse side. So maybe you're just feeling like you're existing. You're not living because of all this change lately and this grief. I understand. It's hard. But please, 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 if you need help, get the help that you need. I'm not telling you. Everybody has their own pace of grief, okay? Their own way of grieving. There's no right or wrong way, but if it's preventing you from living your life, if you're constantly in pain, maybe dipping into alcohol or other things to get by, your family's falling apart or you're unable to work, please get some help, okay? You don't need the extra stress on top of the grief that you already have. Pollution. An infection, parasite, poison. So somebody could have been poisoned, could have had an infection. Maybe that's what you're going through right now. You're not taking care of your health. I don't know. Something to do with a commitment, oath, agreement, pledge, and promise. Place that where it belongs. You're promising God, please, please, I don't know. Maybe somebody's transitioning right now. And you're making all kinds of promises. Maybe this is you transitioning. I don't know. Empty room. No people. The end. Opportunity. You need some rest, okay? So maybe you're alone. You could be sick, facing things alone. I I do know when you lose somebody you truly, truly love and you're close to, your whole life is different. Maybe you feel like nobody cares. It's not that they don't care, but they have families and lives and livelihoods they have to take care of, right? I'm sure some people don't care, to tell you the truth, but mystery, unknown, puzzle, illusion, and confusing. Madness, unspeakable, ancient, and chaos. Snake, lie, poison, infertility. So somebody might have been poisoned, okay? This is divine timing. Okay. Independent. You're independent. Somebody's doing an independent investigation. Free lead initiative. Somebody's losing control here. Reckless derailment and speeding. Under suspicion. Okay. Thank you, Spirit, for making that clear. So somebody could have left this realm and it doesn't make sense. You're, you know, doing your head in, thinking about it. You know something's up. Blah, blah, blah. The police cleared it. The doctors cleared it. They didn't think like they didn't care. Or you felt like they didn't care enough. And this is your whomever this is, your partner, your child, your sister, your brother, whomever, okay, your friend. So this is an independent investigation. Could be an autopsy as well. Let's see what lies beneath this. I'm sorry, it took me a while to get there. Has something to do with finances here. Somebody could have had some money problems, and maybe this has something to do with the last read, life insurance. Okay. Somebody tried to impersonate somebody and took out some life insurance without their awareness, without their consent. It could be a partner. It could be a family member's partner. It could be a friend's partner. It could be, I don't know, anybody in this equation, okay? So photograph, where are we going with this? Game over. Watching shit go down, enjoying the gossip. Okay? Copycat, what'd I tell you? Damn, caution. Be careful. This copycat might be coming towards you. Somebody's very envious. This came up. Where was it? That came up like this. So somebody's very envious here. And then this came up. Check yourself. So there's going to be some comparisons, maybe some paperwork, bank statements, who's paying into this inheritance. Okay, it could be an inheritance. Into this life insurance. It's a copycat. Who stands to make the money? The copycat. Whoever this is that's working with the copycat, I don't know. So photograph, game over. I heard lights out. Wow. They could be sick now. Controversy, drama, scandal, truth coming out. Push and pull. Power struggles, imbalance, and stubborn. It is what it is, my friends. True crime. I never know what decks to use anymore. There's so many good ones. Okay, where are we going with this place? Photograph, game over, controversy. This fell out. Fraud. Nah, it's in keeping. You used your intuition. Congratulations. Maybe you were pushing and pulling with your intuition. Nah, that can't be so. Blah, blah, blah. You know, you doubt yourself, right? Until you learn to work that intuition. It's like a muscle. You must develop it. You must work it. Like you work a muscle in the gym, right? Lifting weights. Yeah. How about this? Wow. Serial killer. Okay. Physical or spiritual. Something to do with alive. You're still alive. Maybe they came after you too. It could be a false wedding. Somebody that you married, or it could be a false wedding. Okay. Damn. So these people are getting caught up now. I just did this read. This last one's uploading right now. I just posted the first one. But, yeah. A lot of people are getting caught up now. Getting found out for the snakes they are. Okay, that's not supposed to be there. This is the Empress. You could be a divine feminine, a mother, and or a pregnancy. Or it could be a mother that they did this to, or you could be the mother of somebody they did this to, okay? Could be a male in that energy. It just means you're creative, an artist of some sort, you're a philanthropist. This is unconditional love, okay? Where are we going with this? Photograph, game over, controversy, fraud. Somebody could have been taking photos of somebody. Yeah, it's a partnership falling apart. There's lack of trust. Karmic soul tie. Don't see eye to eye, not on the same page. Some of you parted ways with it. It could be love, it could be friend, family, it could be strangers. I don't know. It could be your neighbor. It could be anybody, okay? It could be, I've often thought of this. You know, people working for governments and they take your SIN card number, they take your information. It doesn't matter what branch of government. What prevents these people from taking your information and using it against you? Even insurance companies. Maybe you take a house, you have house insurance with these people, or car insurance, and they go, well, you know what, let's get some life insurance out on them. What prevents them from doing this? Who's the overseer? I've often thought about this. I mean, normally it's trust, right? You believe people aren't as evil as that, but it's kind of starting to look this way. Photograph, game over, controversy, and fraud. Where are we going with this? Even the banks, they have all your info, right? Yeah, malicious, ruthless, cruel, very, very, very careless individual. They're in their emotions, could be drinking. It could be a stepfather or not a very good father. It could be a female in this energy, in the masculine energy, in their masculine energy, I should say. But this is emotionally manipulative, emotionally unavailable, and immature, self-serving, and very self-absorbed. They could be losing their shit right now. Overarching energy. Yep, opportunist, Ace of Pentacles. Tangible. Money, right? Opportunity. Typically, it's gifts that all aces in the upright are a gift from the divine, but somebody wanted this gift. You've been shielded here. Eight of Cups. They have to cut their losses. Somebody wants to come back towards you, or they paid to come back towards you. They knew this was potentially a losing proposition. Somebody's refusing to move on. Eight of Cups in reverse. Yeah, I gotta let this go. There's more. You gain clarity upon the situation. They have to come in. Oh, I see. So maybe they're going to get caught. They're waiting. They're waiting for some money or something to come in. Maybe this is you. You're waiting for some money to come in. And you have to go back to an institution to pick it up or give them some more information. I don't know. Or maybe they're going to come back to your home, investigate. I don't know. So somebody's getting dropped, let go. They're getting some karma here. They're trying to stall. They're getting some karma. A lot of stalling, a lot of setbacks and delays. It could be an institution going down, okay? They got to cut their losses. Lovers. Could be a third party. This could be a contract, a decision, elevating, ascending, making the right choice here, okay? Could be a third party or lovers. Yeah. You healed your heart. This is a blessing in disguise. You make the right choices here. Healing your heart. What is this? Three of Swords. What is this? Lovers in the upright. Three of Swords in reverse. Sorry. This is corruption, abuse of power, abuse of authority. King of Pentacles in reverse. Male or female. Place the genders where it belongs, as well as the roles. Somebody's a bully here. Money motivated, abuse of power, abuse of authority. Talking a lot of shit, a lot of smack. Somebody's getting the axe here. Somebody is in it just for the money, whatever this is. Some sort of professional. They have an image to uphold. It could be a company image. And they're really giving the company a bad name. Very materialistic, greedy, and selfish. Huh? Something to do with a wife. It could be an ex-husband that's doing this to you. Place the genders where it belongs. It could be ex-wife doing it to a husband. But you're stable and secure. Or that's how they gain their stability. But corruption. It could be a couple. I don't know. Maybe they're married to somebody that likes the money. They like to keep their partner in jewels or buying hot cars and rims. Take it for whatever this is. It's all about their image and what money can buy. Very materialistic, superficial people, corrupt people, okay? Yep. They can't get away from this, okay? They can't move on. They can't escape. Somebody's in trouble. They're willing to do whatever it takes to get out of trouble, maybe. Okay? They can't move on. Maybe they've had in the past, maybe they are involved with insurance, burnt down homes. Maybe that's their mode of operation, you know what I mean? This is, whatever they gained in the past was dishonorably, you know, ill-gotten gains. But they're all now taking on losses. They're all fighting. See, I don't know if you can see that in the background. These two are fighting here. No, they're not fighting, but somebody's blowing a horn. There could be a whistleblower involved behind this person's back, telling on this person. Anyways, everything's falling apart. Everything's blowing up. Everything's getting burnt down to the ground. And they don't seem to care as long as they have what they want. Yeah, a judgment. This is awareness. They have to take accountability. It's a wake-up call. They're under divine judgment. Everything's getting burnt down to the ground. The avenging angels are stepping in, possibly, okay? This is corruption, abuse of power, abuse of authority, crooked judge or leader, corporation, whatever this is, false contracts. It could be a warlock. It could be somebody you divorced or separated from. Somebody gave out false, bad information, bad advice, didn't listen to advice. Somebody did something too quickly. Really flighty people. Somebody's inspired to take some sort of action here. They broke the law. Could be a player energy that you were involved with at one point maybe. But this is breaking the law. They abused you. This was reckless and they're endangering other people. Somebody's angry, jealous, okay? A bully, abusive, spiteful, hateful. I don't know what this is. They could have called you a whore. Maybe they were doing magic. I don't know. They were dealing with whores. Somebody's scared, though. They have no integrity, loyalty, or honesty. They are losing control. They could be trying to intimidate others. There's a lot of hatred and jealousy and anger going on here. Yeah, this is not wish fulfillment. They don't want this getting out. They have no protection. Losing hope. I'm pretty sure people, they don't want, yeah, they're going to jail. They don't want to go to jail. They're stuck here. It's stuck. Feeling trapped. Everything's pointing to this one person. So I think this is a group of people that did stuff with insurance, possibly. Fraud. Somebody went rogue, kind of wanted extra, kind of wanted to be for attention or something, wanted to be the boss. And now they're turning all on that one person here, and this person is in trouble. So maybe that's the person that's going to be telling on everybody, singing to save their skin, and or yeah, this is somebody that's a gold digger and a cloud chaser. Now she's in reverse. Queen of Pentacles, male or female, greedy, materialistic, selfish, jealous, can't be trusted, codependent, clingy, lazy. They don't know their worth or value. They don't have integrity, loyalty, or honesty. They're very duplicitous, manipulative, very greedy, just jealous, you know? Don't know themselves. Unstable. Yeah, making a decision, watching from afar, went to the crossroads maybe. They did something on their own, moved forward on their own. They weren't waiting with some sort of information, communication, or travel, okay? Or they can't block this communication from coming towards you. Take it for whatever this is. There's an investigation, something online. They did something online too quickly here. And now they're feeling sorry for themselves. They blocked themselves or something. I don't know. They're feeling rejected and abandoned. They did something too quickly. It could be online. Doesn't have to be. But somebody's finding out, learning something, okay? They didn't want to wait. They wanted to have something quickly. This money, this travel. I don't know what this is. They were trying to rush things. Maybe they went online looking for someone to take care of a problem, if you know what I'm saying. Could be an undercover officer or something like that. They got into contact with. The truth is known. It just hasn't been spoken yet, right? Now they're feeling sorry for themselves. What am I going to do? 4 of Cups. Grieving and regretting. They did something. It happened really quickly out of greed. It could be this person that they're grieving, if you're not grieving. Now they're grieving and regretting what they've done. What did I do? It could be a young person and a parent. What did I do? What did I do? Right? They're feeling sorry for themselves. I don't know. People are finding this out. Yep. 6 of Wands. It's becoming... It's going public. It's going public. Somebody's holding up some sort of flag. There's 2 factions coming after this person. I don't know. This is going to be public, very public. Victory, success, reward, recognition. There's a collaboration or contract here. It could also be like this is a contract that collaborated with other people. It's going to be public. It might be on the news. They're feeling bad about this, but they're being left out. They felt left out, and they wanted this money now, and they made them wait, and they didn't like it, so they did something too quickly here online or something like that. They got pinched. Now they're feeling sorry for themselves because everybody's going to be public here. Everything they've done. Yeah, this is King of Swords. Male or female. It could be, this is a pathological liar, a user, abuser, cold, calculating, and cruel. It's abuse. It's criminal, out for themselves. Somebody lost authority, had no authority to do so. It could be a narcissist or worse as well, right? Self-serving, whatever this is. This whole crowd, or this is something to do with a contract. They lied. They're being blocked. They're acting like a victim now. They didn't see this coming. Indecisive what to do. People are ghosting this person. They don't see what's coming. There's still no clarity. Blocking. Nothing but lies. They're in denial, that's for sure. There's a stalemate, possibly. You don't know what to do. You could be ignoring this person. Somebody ignored. Death. You blocked. Yeah, you're not. Maybe they claimed you were gone and you're not. You're still here. Whatever this is, somebody does. They're resisting change. They can't change something. Maybe they're trying to change, get rid of the policy, and they can't. They have records of it now. I don't know what this is. This is a permanent, profound ending or loss for this person or people. They kept doing something over and over again. It's getting old. Postponing something. I don't know. King of Cups in reverse. This is malicious, ruthless, cruel, right? Careless. Male or female. Self-serving. Somebody's drinking in their emotions here, okay? This is gold digger, cloud chaser. This is change. These are scam artists, okay? Wearing a mask. Insincerity. They can't come correct here, okay? They're going to send, this could be the romance scammers. They send love bombers towards you to get what they want, and then they're gone once they get it, right? Wearing masks. No follow through. So these companies didn't follow through and maybe do their homework to make sure these people filling out these papers, showing maybe they got your ID, false ID. They are who they say they are. Yeah. They're broke. This is unfair, unbalanced, unstable. They can't play games anymore. They dropped the ball, right? This is a partnership. Soulmate connection of some sort. Could be business partnership, family, friend, and or love. Romance scammers, right? It's a gay, yeah. The devil in reverse. You peeped their game. You saw through the illusions. You broke free. You distanced yourself. These people have nothing to offer you, okay? They're trying to intercept your money or your mail. I don't know. They can't come correct. They're lazy, unreliable, not dependable. They can't slow you down any longer. This is the Empress in reverse. This is a doppelganger. So the doppelganger is not going to get paid for her or his role in this, maybe. This is power and control. So he's really karmic, toxic, greedy, selfish, and jealous. Possessive, smothering, controlling. They're not going to get paid. People are detaching, distancing themselves. Somebody's a reckless, careless fool. They're played for a fool. They feel like a fool. There's no new beginnings here. So they did the dirty work. They're going to be held liable as well. Impersonating you, forgery. Yeah. Guilty of sin. They didn't foresee this. Okay? They didn't want to let go. It didn't serve. They didn't foresee this. They can't move forward. It's a tower. Nine of Swords. The worst that's happened. This is a nightmare. It's financial ruin, spiritual jail. Now somebody wants to come back in from out of the cold. They could be injured. They could be sick. This was an injustice. Emperor stepping up. Okay, this could be you or someone else. You bossed up. You took back your power. Somebody with authority stepping in. This is going to be a big tower. See the lightning? Yeah, this is parting ways. Not happy. Could be a group, some sort of group effort. Cult, coven, secret society. A lot of gossips going around here. They were holding back. They were keeping some information. This could be the boss as well, the owner of this institution and organization or company. These people working for them were holding back this information. They were greedy and selfish. They're trying to protect themselves. They're trying to burn evidence, I just heard. Yeah, they've lost their job. It's not going to work what they've done, okay? Secrets are coming out. This was poor counsel. A lot of people are talking. They're being blocked. They're fighting. You're standing your ground. You're divinely protected and guided. Yeah, blocked a family, blocked this group. Yeah, the world is upside down. They kept doing something over and over again. They didn't want it to stop. Well, this is unfinished business. This was fraud. Wow. By taking people's lives. Yeah, now they're in their emotions here. People that you loved. They're in their emotions. Damn. Loved ones. Taking money off of people's lives. Yeah, the sun. Doing stuff in the dark. No truth or clarity. Not happy. Yeah, there's an investigation. Damn, now they're grieving and regretting what they've done because they were lying, cheating, and or stealing. They're trying to finagle a way to escape this situation because it was all lies, okay? Greed, selfish, jealous. Someone's vindictive, bitter, sour, angry, sacrificing people. Now somebody's going to be sacrificed in this. They bore false witness. They're in debt. That's going to cost them a lot of money. Wow, poor decisions here. They didn't do their homework, whoever owns this company. Yeah, it's a fall from grace here. Now they're fighting, okay? There's a lot of conflict and drama going on here. Innocent people, they're going to have to apologize. They're losing a lot of money here. Instability. Somebody's bossing up here, taking over. This is somebody, a lead, taking the lead. The truth is out. They're going to have to do something. I can go on and on, but they told me to stop, okay? Just most likely because if they're listening, they don't need to know what's coming. Photograph, photo, memory, souvenir, card, finances, money problem, work, success, and fortune. Watching shit go down. This could be the cops, could be you, I don't know. Could be somebody else enjoying the gossip. It's game over. Okay? Controversy, drama, scandal, truth coming out. This could be a big corporation, conglomerate, you know what I mean? Push-pull, power struggles, imbalance, and stubborn. This might even change the way they do insurance nowadays. Maybe we're going to pare back on some insurance. The litigiousness of people nowadays. You know what I'm saying? You know, oh, I go get a cup of coffee. Oh, look, I spilled it on my lap. Oh, now I'm going to sue you now because I spilled my hot coffee. Everybody fucking knows coffee is hot, especially if you ordered it. You know you ordered a hot coffee, not a cold one. And if you spilt it on your lap, it's on you. But do you understand what I'm saying? Now they have to insure themselves against people like that. It's stupid. Anyhow, it's all fraud. Somebody's using their intuition. You or someone else. Lives have been lost. Or maybe these lives, we did see poison earlier, didn't we? Was it this one or the last one? I can't remember now. Anyhow, if they didn't hasten the end of people's lives, which they could have very well done through spell work or physically, these people lost their lives. Like, I keep thinking of Walmart, and this is a known fact. Look it up. They call it the dead peasants policy, where their workers, without their knowledge or consent, Walmart took out life insurance against these people, and they were betting one another. This person, it could be, you know, the younger, healthier ones. If they die unexpectedly, it brings them more money. If it's an older person with pre-existing conditions, they're not going to get that much money. Just one woman had asthma, and she passed, unfortunately, and left behind young children and a loving husband and a mother. And they got over $1 million for her. And I don't even think they gave this family even flowers when she passed. She was a baker for Walmart. They could have at least paid for her funeral, but they didn't. They just took this money and pocketed it. Yeah, look it up. It's a thing, and it's not just Walmart. It's just That one's known. I don't want to be sued. I don't want to say allegedly. I mean, this is for entertainment purposes, blah, 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 allegedly. But, yeah, look it up. It's a known thing. There's other companies that do it, have done that, and probably still do. Okay? Against our knowledge, our better judgment. This is against our rights as human beings. We're just chattel to these people or these corporations. Apparently, corporations have more rights than people now. And that's got to change. Somebody's doing some digging here. Hermit. It could also be taking life insurance out on people that are alone and single. So if anything happens in their home, who's to know, right? I don't know. Take it for whatever this says. How are we ending this place? But they're getting found out. Finally. Ostrich trap. 2. Libra, that represents balance and justice as well, right? You could be a Libra or they are something took place during that season. Ostrich trap, avoidance, closed-mindedness, refusing to face reality, evade police. Feeling threatened, fake out, inhibit, fear-based thinking, steering clear, run for cover, just a conspiracy theory, quote unquote. Oh, surely they don't do that. No, our government would know. They would tell us. Really? 5 Pisces. Spilled milk, regrets, accidents happen conveniently, right? For these people, don't sweat the small stuff, mistakes, leave it in the past. It's over, cannot be changed, disappointed, cleanup time, let it go, minor problems. Now, this could be corporations, insurance agencies. This could be somebody involved in this that took an insurance claim out on you, okay? Without your knowledge or consent. Bodybuilder, you could be a bodybuilder, they could. Or start taking care of your health, okay? Capricorn 6, 25 might have something to do with it, or 56. Power, strength, forceful, determined, discipline, vigor, domination, push forward, influence, leverage, mastery, resolve, intense, resistance, self-improvement, and exercise. If you're around people where you want to exercise, you want to improve your health, but they're always there to fucking throw a monkey wrench in that. I've known people like that. In my world, okay? I want to go out and exercise. Well, there's a small crisis that I have to come home from the gym, or they keep coming home with cakes and pies and junk food, knowing I want to take better care of my life, my health. Pay attention to that. It's telling. Yes or no, 50-50 too, if you have a yes or no question. 50-50. At this time, things could go either way, so it's in flux. So that's why they didn't want me to keep going. Okay, so there's still an element of free will involved, and it hasn't quite developed yet, or it's not there yet. So 62 might have something to do with it. 2-2, you're on path. Got to make a decision. I don't know. This is Aries, eclipse, and we're having an eclipse today, or was it tomorrow? It's around this time. It's a partial solar eclipse. Eclipse, union of opposites, conceal. So there's a lot of concealing here. Event, mask. They're masking everything up. Upstage, merge. Could be companies merging. Take it for whatever that is. Transform, camouflage, hide, overshadow, loss of power. It looks like somebody is losing their power. Temporary block, support, sudden darkness, and reveal. 8, fish hook. Somebody took the bait. They're hooked. They're on the hook now. Aquarius. So 28 might have something to do with it. Powerless, feeling helpless, paralyzed, vulnerable, trap. Temptation, bait, con game. What'd I tell you? Great catch, luck, prosperity, resourcefulness, abundance, multiplication, principle. So somebody's done their homework. 88 is the number of karma as well as abundance. Capricorn. Knowledge, learning, history, information, research, books. Because nothing's new under the sun, okay? What's been done before, it'll happen again over and over again unless we really change our ways and we heal. Information, research, books, pastime, archives, hidden documents, search, secrets, looking beneath the surface, author, reading, and writing. And that's the other thing that I'm concerned with. There should be somewhere where we can go and inquire if anybody's taken any life insurance out on us. Whether it's a company, whether it's a family, friend, love, we should know this information. There should be somewhere where we can go, even if we have to pay $20 to get this information. Look my name up. Am I registered under any kind of insurance erroneously, illegally? We should have that option. They don't give it to us, do they? Oh, look at this, 888. I can't make this up. Wheel of Karma, Gemini. Karma, dharma, destined, inevitable, cause and effect, divine intervention, cycles, luck, fortune, rise and fall, circumstance, consequence, divine will, and blind justice. That's what we're going to need. We're going to need an office, an overseer, that every insurance company that files any kind of insurance claim, it all goes into one place after it's processed. So anybody that has any questions, is there a life insurance claim out on me or on my parents? Maybe your parents don't talk to you about the finances. My parents never did. So I didn't know when my dad died, I didn't know what he had in terms of money, where his papers were, nothing, who his lawyer was, nothing. There should be something, even with inheritances, where it's documented, it's been filed, you go and look. And if you're a beneficiary to that, or if your name is on that insurance claim, you should be able to know, okay? Show your ID, obviously. And the ID has to be the same ID, the same picture, okay? You know what I'm saying, though? It's to protect innocent people. And also to protect, if somebody does leave you an inheritance, or wants to leave you life insurance, it's protecting their wishes. This is what they wanted. It doesn't matter who agrees with it or who doesn't. It's not up to them. How dare they? Anyhow, congratulations. That looks good for you. Let's get a couple of tea leaves on that, and we'll end at 36:05. Parrot, someone will gossip about all your secrets. Yeah, shut your mouth. It's not your business. Or maybe somebody in this industry, if it is an industry, or somebody that did this to you, if it's a personal situation, maybe somebody's gossiping about it and it's getting around. So maybe that was meant. You know, as gossips are gossips, we don't like them. But sometimes the truth gets out this way. So I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Cup. You should accept valid criticism. Be for you, for somebody else. And Wheel of Fortune. So indecisiveness, allowing your life to ramble aimlessly. That's them, right? Or that could be you. I mean, we all have our own time when we all go, you know what, I want to live a better life. I finally found out who I am. I finally found out what I want to do with myself. I found out late in life. I'm a late bloomer. Everybody has their own pace. So if you, I've had so many different jobs. I'm a Jill of all trades, a master of none. I've tried everything. I've done everything with legally. Okay. I mean, a lot of manual labor jobs, but jobs that typically men do. And the reason why I did that is because, well, for one, it was a challenge for me, but also you get paid better. I hate to say it, because women don't get paid as well as men. And even in those positions, thinking that I'd be better off taking those jobs, right? Take the shit jobs that nobody else wants to do. You're guaranteed a spot. You're not going to get laid off, blah, blah, blah. You get the hours you want and the pay you want, typically, you would think, right? But not always does it work that way. Last place I worked at, as a butcher, the men got more than I did. Anybody doing my job got more than I did. Oh, well. But that's a different story. So fire, strong emotion, passionate love or hate. So we could be getting fired. They're trying to set fire to proof. I don't know. Maybe trying to take down I don't know. I don't want to say that. Okay, they're stopping me for a reason. Disappointment in some affair. So somebody's getting cut out. Tower, solid foundation, success with effort. So they're getting a bad tower. I mean, a tower is good or bad. It doesn't really matter. A tower is meant to redirect you. It's meant to, whatever is going on that shouldn't be, it's meant to take it out. Okay? If it's in the reverse, an extreme tower, it's never to be rebuilt again. We have to do better next time. Set some foundations down, set some rules down. You know what I'm saying, right? Yep. So, horseshoe. Good luck. So you have a lot of good luck. It's not luck, it's really blessings, okay? This is meant to happen. And you're protected from negative forces beyond your control. Congratulations. Claw, be careful. Do not take risks. In box, you will receive a gift. So obviously it's life insurance of some sort, and or some money or an inheritance. Leg, stepping into a new experience, maybe because you're going to bring this out. You could be the one that, I don't know, a family member, somebody took life insurance out on you, or you could be an investigator of some sort dealing with this. I don't know. You could be the company owner and you're finding out your the people that are working there are doing, compromising you, but you're stepping into a new experience. Maybe you're going to bring new legislation in. Maybe you're going to change the rules here, okay, to protect people, as well as owners, business owners, okay? Feather, someone you know is undependable and insincere, and it's all about money. It's all about the coins. Money will be coming to you. So congratulations. Target, a goal-oriented person, so people got targeted. You know what I mean? You could be a dark woman or somebody else's. Dealings or relationship with a woman with dark complexion or hair. And they're a rat, okay? Or someone's working against you behind your back. So don't worry, we're going to leave it there. Success assured with good plans and hard work. Congratulations. Golden egg, okay? Obstacles to overcome and heal. So you're overcoming all these. Yep, it's a legal proceedings, involvement with the law. And you have good fortune here, Beetle. So we're going to leave it there. Congratulations. Whatever this is, whomever you are, what role you play, it can be different for everybody. It's looking good for you, except for the ones who were in on it, trying to hurt people or steal or, defraud. It's not looking good for them. So congratulations. Until next time. Take care.